Hello everyone and welcome to another lesson on Mr. Andersen's online studio. Today we are going to be focusing on Andantino from the Suzuki Violin School. Alright, I will start by playing the whole thing, and as always, I invite you to rewind the tape and listen to the song 5 times before going on and playing the rest of the video. Alright, go back, rewind it, and listen 5 times. Thank you. So, now, before we get into playing the song, I'm going to get into just a couple of exercises and some things to learn about before we play. The first thing I want to talk about is dynamics. So, if you remember, dynamics are the words we use to describe loud and soft sounds. Now, we already know some of these words. We know forte, which means play loud. We know mezzo forte, which means medium loud. We know mezzo piano, which means medium soft, and piano, which means to play softly. All right, now we're going to learn about a couple of words, crescendo and decrescendo, which describe sounds that get louder and get softer over time. So a crescendo is when you start softly and you end much louder. You end louder. All right. So if I were to play my D string 8 times, a crescendo would sound like this. A decrescendo would be the opposite of that. So I would start loudly and end quieter. Remember, the best way to do sounds like this when you do a crescendo is to start with small bows and then make them bigger with each note. All right? And the best way to do a decrescendo is to start with long bows and end with smaller bows. All right, let's try one of each together. All right, so put your bow on the D string, and we're going to do a crescendo. Start quietly and get louder. Ready, go. All right, now we're going to do a decrescendo. Start loud and get quieter. Ready, go. That's it. Good. So we're going to be using that at some point in the song Andantino. All right, let's get to work on the song. So now, this song you might start to find has a lot of similarities to the song that we just learned, which was Allegretto. You might even find that if you've already done Allegretto before this song, it might be just a little bit easier, in fact. All right, so now, let's get to work on it. The first thing you notice is at the beginning of the first note, it says MF underneath, which means to play mezzo forte. So don't be too loud, but really project that sound. So I'm going to play a little bit for you, and then you play it back to me. All right, or we'll play it together. We're going to start with 2 fingers on the D string. Think to yourself, what note is 2 fingers on the D string? If you said F sharp, you are correct. So put your fingers on F sharp. All right? Now listen to me, and then we're going to play it together afterwards. 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1. Try that with me. Ready? Go. 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1, D, 1. Very good. Now the next part's going to start the same but go up to the A string. 2, 3, A, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1, A. Try that with me. Remember, start with 2 on the D string and then go up to the A. Ready? Go. 2, 3, A, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1, A. Good, so that is the first line, or section A. The next line you will find is very similar. In fact, it starts exactly the same way. Listen to me. 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1, D, 1. Remember, I'm back on the D string. With me now. Second finger. Ready? Go. 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1, D, 1. Good. Now, this is where it starts to get different. Watch very closely. 2, 3, A, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1, D. So in the second line, I'm actually playing all of the same fingerings. But in the second line, the last 4 notes, instead of staying on the A string, I'm playing them on the D string. So watch that one again. 2, 3, A, 1, 2, 3. Switch to the D string. 3, 2, 1, D. Try that one with me now. Second finger. Ready? Go. 2, 3, open A. 1, 2, 3. Switch to the D string. 3, 2, 1, D. Good. So those 2 lines should not be too hard to put together. Let's try it. Ready? Start with 2 on the D string as always. Ready? Go. 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1, D, 1. 2, 3, A, 1, 2, 3. Stay here. 3, 2, 1, A. Back to the D2. 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1, D, 1. 2, 3, A, 1, 2, 3. Switch to D. 3, 2, 1, D. Very good. All right, hold on a second. My screen went dark. This is probably going to be a theme in these videos. All right, good. So that's the first half of the song. Super, super easy in my opinion. I hope it is easy for you. Okay? Good. Remember, if it's not easy, go back and rewind each part of the video as many times as you want in order to get each thing right. Okay, now on to line 3 of the song, which is the most different from anything else. And this is where you're going to start looking at different dynamics. You start this one with a forte. All right? And it ends with a decrescendo. All right? Remember, the decrescendo is the one that gets softer, not the one that gets louder. All right? Listen to the whole third line before you play it. Okay? Now, let's do that one part at a time. So the first half of this line is all forte. So make sure that this is the loudest part you play. Okay? We're going to start on the E string with 1 finger. This is an F sharp just like 2 on D is. It's just higher. All right? So listen to this part, all forte. So nice long bows. 1, 1, A3, A, 1, 2, 3, A. Try that with me. Ready? 1 on E. Ready? Go. 1, 1, 3, A, 1, 2, 3, A. Good. Now the next part is like a scale. You're going to play 4, 3, 2, 1 on A, 4, 3, 2, 1 on D. But each time you play a note, you're going to play it quieter. So listen closely. On the A, 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. not quite as good at making a decrescendo on a violin. I hope it was clear, but I want you to make sure that each one gets quieter. So start with big bows. Try it with me. 4 on the A string. Ready? Go. 4, 3, 2, 1 on the D string. 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. All right. Good. Now let's go back and play the entire third line. Remember, starting with E1. It starts loud and then ends with a decrescendo. Ready? 1 down. Bow on the string. Ready? Go. 1, 1, A3, A. 1, 2, 3, A. 4 down. 4, 3, quieter. 2, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Now the last line is back to mezzo forte, so not too loud, and it's going to be the same as the second line, but with one small but very important difference. Listen to me play the whole thing first. 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1, D, 1, 2, 3, A, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1, D. So all the notes are exactly the same as the second line. But did you catch what I did differently? Right? If you noticed, I actually paused right before switching to the D string and playing the last measure. All right? And the reason I did that is because I had one of those fermatas right in between those last two measures, right over the bar line. Remember, the fermata is the half circle with the dot. And when you see that, it means to hold whatever's underneath it. In this case, there are no notes underneath it, so you're just going to hold complete silence. So listen to that part again. And then go to the D string. Okay? It's a great opportunity when you're holding to switch your fingers now so that you're not late when you play again. All right? Try the last line with me now. With 2 fingers now, we should already know how to play these notes because we played them earlier. 2 fingers, ready, go. 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1, D, 1, 2, 3, A, 1, 2, 3, wait. Switch your fingers, and 3, 2, 1, D. Very good. So, now, remember to go back and rewind the video as many times as you can until you start to get comfortable. Then, make sure you also practice this without the video so that you can do it by yourself. All right? Now, after you're able to do that, you can go back and do the final run-through, which we're about to do. Now, let's remember the name of this song is Andantino. It's another song that describes a tempo. We've already done 2 songs like this in our book. Allegro from way back, and Allegretto, which was right before this. Now, if you remember, Allegro was fast music, right? We meant to play fast. Allegretto, we played medium fast. Andantino is going to be medium slow, all right? Another word for slow music is actually andante, which is more like a walking speed, which is more like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's pretty slow. That's about the speed that you would walk. All right? Andantino will be more like 1, 2, a little faster walk. 2, 3, 4. So when we play this final run through, listen to my introduction so you know how fast to play. All right? Violin in position, 2 fingers on the D string, bow on the string. Here's your introduction now. Sorry, just a second. Here we go. Ready, go. 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1, D, 1, 2, 3, A, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1, A, good. 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1, D, 1, 2, 3, A, 1, 2, 3, switch to D, 3, 2, 1, D. Now forte. 1, 1, 3, A, decrescendo. 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1, D, 1, 2, 3, A, 1, 2, 3. Wait, switch your fingers. 3, 2, 1, D. That's it. Remember to send me videos so that I can see how you're doing and provide feedback. Thank you all for watching. Best of luck in your practice and happy practicing.